Hello everyone and welcome to my second episode in my playthrough of Doom Eternal. In case you don't know already, this playthrough is on Nightmare, and I intend to keep it that way for the duration of the series. Now, this is my first time using a mic as I couldn't get it to work yesterday, which I've mentioned in the description of the previous video, so please do read that. But anyways, as per now, we're about to go to the level of Exultia. Now for me, I don't really like Exultia. I feel like the combat, it's sort of, slow paced and whatever. I prefer the fast paced combat, such as the levels of Taras Nabad, Necroval, and even Urdak. I really like Urdak. But yeah, the final levels is what really helps me bring out my arsenal, because I'm quite experienced in using my full arsenal. But I was going to say, I haven't had to use any extra lives yet, and that's kind of a fumble. But yeah, I haven't had to use any extra lives yet, which is kind of nice. So I do intend to keep most of them for the final level, where I fight the Icon of Sin, because, well, A, the Can Maker boss fight's kind of easy, and B, there's not really many other instances where I should use extra lives. Maybe the odd here and there, but apart from that, shouldn't really. Now please do excuse me for my gameplay, I'm still kind of getting used to these keybinds. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have dash yet. So, a thing I really like about this game is having dash. Dash is honestly it's one of the key components to Doom Eternal, because it's such a key part in movement, It's really, okay, hold up. Yeah, it's such a key part in the movement in Doom Eternal, and that's why it's so important, because without it, Doom Eternal wouldn't be what it is. This fast-paced, gory shooter that everyone has come to know and love. Now, I do get what id Software was going for in the new Dark Ages, the Doom the Dark Ages. But, Doom Eternal will forever be my favourite, purely because of its fast-paced nature. And now, as I say that, we're about to get on to our first rune that's going to help me with the fast-paced nature of this game, which is movement control while in the air. This is such a key part of Doom Eternal in my opinion, because move around in the air, if I glory kill a Kaku demon and go onto Pain Elemental, this will help me in doing so. Just to give a bit of an example, this is how good it is compared to having no movement control in the air. And there's actually a secret here, which is the Arachnotron plush or toy, whatever you want to call it, I suppose. Didn't mean to do that actually, but it doesn't matter. Didn't realise there would be a Hell Knight there. And I keep going to use my dash, but then I got actually stop and realise that I no longer have a dash. Well, I shouldn't say no longer, but I don't have a dash. Ah, fuck. Excuse my language. Thought I was dead. But no, I no longer have a dash, but that won't be lasting very long. That'd be very short-lived, Oh. I'm really just trying to get used to, having no guns in, because usually with Kako demons I'd use either a ballista or super shotgun combo, or just like a rocket launcher and a ballista. But this is why Doom Eternal is so fun, because you're always trying to master the movement, and that's why I think it's such a good game, because it really forces you to make use of what you have. And The fact that I'm even talking to you right now while playing this game, it fathoms me, because I have no dash, no way to escape if I'm getting cooked by demons. My only really way of healing right now, currently, is glory kills, and there's a way to get them consistently, but you need to, you kind of need to be experienced in using the arsenal. Now I've played Doom Eternal on and off in my time. Now, I started out playing on Xbox, and obviously, there's no really way to be good at any game on Xbox, dare I say. But yeah, in my opinion, mouse and keyboard is the only way to be good at the game, and yeah. I know this is quite I don't want to say prejudice, but it's quite a controversial opinion for me to behold, because there's many controller players who have excelled in what they've done. Okay, and it's kind of hard to make this jump, but I can usually do this consistently, but maybe nerves of filming or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But I just refuse to go with the normal. There we go, we got the invention. There's a codex up here, which is nice. There's actually a few extra lives in this level. I actually must upgrade my weapons, and I feel I should go for this bigger boom on my sticky bombs. It might help me quite a bit. And yeah, that's all for our weapon points for today. And now, my favourite part, we finally have the dash. Now, dash really only becomes useful when, you kind of get that one upgrade with the Praetor points, and it allows you to kind of get the dash to recharge faster. But yeah, it's only useful then, because at the same time as that, you can get the glory kill faster. Or, no, sorry, the dash on glory kill. But yeah, no, look, it's good. I need to lock in now, because there's a few heavies in this particular mission. And yeah. I really need to improve my aim, because, this is just embarrassing at this point. And in Cultist Base you get the next rune of the game, so for that rune I wanna kind of get the glory kill faster. Now I'm gonna go and do this secret encounter, because it's actually really easy too. You can just fall off this edge here, and if I do it fast enough, yeah, if I do this fast enough, these guys are gonna be here. So there's one there, and now there's one here, which I can just sticky bomb and then hop up here. Yeah, nice. Now I can just head back here. I have a weapon point now from that, and some more ammo.
Several modules remain unused. Finding more batteries will enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
Now we get the most useless weapon in Doom Eternal, the plasma cannon, or whatever it's called. And now that's our first encounter with the demon called the Revenant. He has missiles and rockets which he shoots at you, and they can be pretty devastating at times, but they usually aren't too bad once you get into later stages with the ballista combos and all that. Now, my personal favourite combo in Doom Eternal is to alternate kind of between these three combos, and they are. So first you do the super shotgun, then the ballista or a heavy cannon shot, then a rocket launcher shot, then a ballista or a heavy cannon shot. It doesn't really matter what order you do it in, but for some bosses or like some super heavies, I find some other combos can be more effective in that respect. Now there's a secret bind here, which I believe is Doom at Doom's Gate. Yeah, it's at Doom's Gate. I play this game way too much. Now we have to go to this purple goo stuff, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and my reasoning for this one is because there's tentacles hidden in it. There's one here, by the way. Yeah, there's tentacles hidden in it, and I don't like to fight them, so. And we still haven't even had to use an extra life, so that's really nice. And for my plasma rifle, I wish to get the heat blast, because even though I never really used this weapon, apart from maybe, you know, I'll be nice, I use it in the Icon of Sin fight. So now it just doesn't let me switch to my, okay. Okay, I was trying to not get the cutscene there, because it kind of annoys me how long that cutscene is. And there's another codex, and I think I have gotten everything so far in terms of secrets and all that. Now this was really easy, you just have to step in these rings. You don't even have to go on for a long time. And then there's a little trick here I like to use. You can go up by here and then just hop up, really nice. You don't have to go to the wall. Set opposite from that. So that's really nice. But now we're at this kind of fight section, I suppose you'd call it. I tried to do that, it didn't work though. Okay. There should be a revenant somewhere here. I can hear him. Fuck. Excuse my use of language there. In sticky situations, drastic measures must be carried out. Okay. I thought that precision bolt would be the end of him, but it clearly wasn't. Oh, fuck. This is how close you can get in Nightmare to a premature death, but it doesn't really matter because Nightmare's kind of easy in the end anyways. You know, I'm in need of some ammo, so I'm just gonna chainsaw someone really quick. Because there's a spare ammo over there in which I can use, and I must kill this guy because he is actually doing kind of a... Okay, so glory kill, now he's dead. You know, I never found out what happened to the Revenant. So many a time I'll press my heavy cannon and it just won't pull out. And now I have to presume that this is to do with the, well, what I should say, the Praetor upgrade that I haven't gotten yet, which is faster weapon and mod swap. I can only assume that it doesn't happen for me because I haven't got it yet. But yeah, that's what I assume it is. I hope it's not, but it's what I assume it is. Now, there was a secret encounter up here, but I don't really want to do it. Now, this is definitely like none of these really like count, but the sticky bombs reload speed definitely does count at this stage of the game. So, you know, 25 Arachnotron turrets, I won't do that, but at the end for the Icon of Sin fight, what I'll do is I'll just purchase the mastery with a mastery token. This is how quickly they pop out of just nowhere, you know. And up here, so many times have I lost an extra life due to the gargoyle that just pops out of nowhere up here. He comes, or maybe... I feel like it's gonna trick me, but... Maybe I already fought him, but yeah, so many times I've come up here, been tricked out by the gargoyle, forgotten, and I just keep getting tricked. It's like a loophole. And here's where we use another mech, and this one, yeah. So at this point, I like to think we're about halfway to the level. And there's a few tentacles around. I'm honestly just gonna look out for them here, cause they can be life and death in nightmare mode. Cause they do a lot of damage, in my opinion. You know. Yeah, I don't think there's an Arachnotron to the next stage in the level, but I hope there's. Oh yeah, no, the heavy here is a Kako demon. Okay, that's fine. You see, I hate when that happens, cause you know I'm clicking and then I haven't got the thing, so I estimate how fast it'll be, and I go off of that, but I can never seem to do it right. So you know. Switching to weapons probably makes me slower, but I'm just trying to get better at the kind of getting used to switching between weapons, because that's kind of crucial in the stages of the game, you know. Okay, and this is like why, you know, and I've used an extra life, which is just, you know, it's not ideal, but early times, I guess. And I will need some ammo, so I'm going to chainsaw one of these idiots. Excuse me for that, sticky keys popped up. I don't appreciate when sticky keys does things like that, because I wish I could just turn off that shortcut when I remembered it, but yeah, it doesn't matter. You look, 5 extra lives, that's what I went into the Icon of Sim fight with. So, and I beat him with like 2 left. So. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at doing that swap, so I don't have to do the cutscene. And now we skip this. You know, the reason I'm skipping these cutscenes is just purely because, you know, we see so many of them this level, and I have said previously that I would not skip cutscenes, but I think in this instance it's honestly okay, just purely because we see so many of these cutscenes. But yeah, important cutscenes I intend to let the viewer watch. And now I've upgraded health, which will be useful to me in Nightmare, because it just gives me that extra edge over, you know, obviously the demons and their attacks, as they are on maximum attack in Nightmare mode. And for the Slayer gate that comes up in this level, I will have to be a little bit, you know, conservative of stuff I have. Now this Arachnotron, I'm just gonna kill him from here. I know it's kind of unconventional, but I don't really want to fight him over there, so we should have enough ammo to just finish him. There we go. And we had enough ammo to finish him, and we still have enough to do a fight. Ah, here we have some now down here. And then we have some shields, so we can be at full health maximum. And I thought there was a Kako demon up here, but over here there's 3 gargoyles, which you must fight. And gargoyles are probably one of the most annoying fodders, apart from maybe, I can't even call the tentacles fodders, because they're actually in a class called ambient, and so are the likes of the buff totem and also cue balls. And here's our first Slayer gate, and I will have to lock in for this because Dread Knights appear, and a Dread Knight in Nightmare mode is absolutely just devastating. And that animation for pulling the heart out of the Gorn nest, and this is just, it's just brutal. Okay, and how is he not dead? I'm just saying. I will eventually have to use my chainsaw, which I'm actually just going to do now. No, I'm just trying to do this as quickly as I can, purely because of the fact that later on, this Slayer Gate, yeah, look who's over there, it's a Dread Knight. This Slayer Gate can get really devastating when you miss shots like this on the Dread Knight and he's, you know, as devastating as he is with his electromagnetic fucking shit. And I'm honestly nearly dead, but yeah, I'm just happy I could kill the Dread Knight while I had the chance to. And this is a failed attack because my sticky bombs, they weren't reloaded, which is exactly why I purchased all the upgrades. And there's another Dread Knight about to ruin my day. And I need to chainsaw someone, which is not ideal. Is that a Baron of Hell? I actually just genuinely should hope not. Where's the Dread Knight? Okay, he's dead. You know, this is what happens, you know, the precision bow, it doesn't shoot, and then, yeah. But look, it's okay, because it worked out in the end. And I did the Slayer Gate, no extra lives used, which was very different to the last time I played this game, actually, on a nightmare difficulty. But I just want to keep as many extra lives as I can. Okay, and my dash hasn't recharged yet. Now, there actually is an extra life down here, which I'm pretty happy about. And there should be a secret just over there. Oh yeah, the codex back here. Hold on, I must get this codex. And apart from that, I don't think there's anything else. Actually, there has to be, because no, there's a codex up somewhere, up behind the betrayer. Yeah. And then that's all the progression items in this game. What? I actually don't remember this being in the level, but maybe it is, I don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here and just look for this codex. It should, yeah, there it is. It's actually hidden, which is kind of bad for my case, because I like to find all the codexes and all the progression items. Because, you know, it just says I've actually completed this run. Because you can go and play Doom without any of the secrets, but it just feels like something hasn't been fulfilled, you know? And I will let you, the viewer, watch this cutscene.
I told you all to leave me here. I am where I belong. Saving your people will not bring you peace. Only make the burden you carry worse. And now you seek to defy the Calm Maker herself. It is your people's time now to give penance, just as it was mine. Hear me, Slayer. When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.
And now after that cutscene, we come up to the final bit of this level. The betrayer gives us a knife of sorts, and this knife actually comes up later on in the game. I think it's in level Urdak, but I won't disclose this to the viewer just purely because, you know, it wouldn't be my place to disclose this to the viewer because, you know, obviously, if you haven't played this game before and you want to, obviously you want to see that for yourself, so that's why. So, I thought the secret was just over here. Yeah, it is. And this is, I can't remember what this is, but I think it's... Yeah, so it's the Cacodemon toy, which I only recently learned that it was here when I did a full 100% playthrough on Nightmare. And yes, I know this is you may be saying if you are even watching this, because I probably will get 10 viewers on this, which who will not even watch the full video. But in case you're wondering
I will mark its
why I'm doing
location
this
on the map.
again, it's because, you know, I'll tell you why it is. It's because I plan to do harder videos on Doom Eternal, where I play in harder difficulties such as Ultra Nightmare or Horde mode, or do master levels as such. But I want to set sort of a benchmark for where I am in Doom Eternal, and you know, FPS shooters of that. But you know, as time goes on, you know, it feels as if Doom Eternal is becoming increasingly irrelevant with the release of the new Dark Ages. Excuse me, Entschuldigung. Yeah, I've really got to get that glory kill speed up. You know, I don't know if this is like just me being bad at the game, but I just need to brush up on this kind of these combat skills, you know. Okay, I'm not gonna do that to him. Okay, no, I actually didn't mean to equip Onslaught, but it's okay because I won't be needing it. So now I can just stick heat bomb this guy, and he's dead already. Look at that, and I can, yeah. There should be a, yeah, that should be the end. Now, this actually isn't the end of the video because we need to go down now to a place called the, I think it's called the Repertorium. It's like a demon prison. You fight a few demons. Yeah. You know, look, we got all the exploration, which is what I go for. I don't really care about combat and challenges as such, but yeah. So now we're back in the Fortress of Doom, and there's a cutscene for us.
You can now find the remaining Hell Priests by activating your Celestial Locator. The second Hell Priest is located in the northern region of Earth. I will calibrate the portal now. The hub has several areas locked off due to power constraints. Once power has been restored, you will be able to access the entire ship.
So now we get to use our first send-up, actually, which required in the level Exultia near the, I just want to say the first part of it. Yeah, look, now our, yeah, we have Sentinel energy flowing in the hub, and now we can get our ice spawn, which I should use this more, but I don't know why I don't. Okay, now is when we go to the demon prison, also commonly known as the Repertorium, and I can't remember how to get down. That's embarrassing. That's a cool thing I like to do with the plasma rifle. It just, I don't know, it just makes me double jump a lot. Now we press this button and we can go to the demon prison. The entrance is here, okay. So, yeah. And what's really cool about the Demon Prison is that it actually plays the soundtrack from Doom in 2016 called BFG Division, which I think is really cool. Because when I played Doom 2016, and it's a cool thing, and maybe you don't find it cool, but the cool thing is I actually played Eternal before Doom 2016. Like I did a full playthrough of Doom Eternal before Doom 2016. So yeah, it was kind of confusing, but I suppose I just wanted to play it as a kid, and yeah. Now, what we're gonna do is quickly get a codex, I guess. No, we have to get our first Praetor suit point, and what I'll use this on. I'll decide now. Ah yes, the Unmaker. This is what our Slayergate Emperor keys are for. This is a scam. Never use this instead of the BFG. Now we have a Praetor suit point. We will use it on... You know, I like exploration, so I'm going to use it on this. And then we get... I think we get 4 or 5 Praetor tokens in the next level, so then we can finish off exploration. And then go into movement, which is really the soul of our combat, you know, because movement is everything in this game. Always keep moving is what id Software says. But guys, that also brings us to the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like down below, comment if you will, and yeah, I really enjoy playing this level, and I hope to get back tomorrow with some more gameplay. Good afternoon, good evening, God bless, whatever you want. Auf Wiedersehen, as they say in Deutschland.